Good evening to the ladies and gentlemen joining us on UFC Fight Pass and live around the world. We are here in beautiful Paris, France for an evening of world-class fight action. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Muay Thai Grand Prix! And before we get the action underway, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring tonight's fighters to the ring and introduce you to them all. Please welcome the fighters from the blue corner and the red corner to the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these warriors plan to put on a tremendous show for us this evening. Our first fight will be between Achille Robinet and Walid Dianay. Our second bout will be between Ibrahim Kamara and Nicolas Bachir. Then we'll have Jeremy Montiero facing Yanis El Hadoui. Mamadou Traoré. And he'll be facing Michael Benatar. Omar Sam will be facing Richard Kapadanu. And in our main event this evening, Jack Kennedy will be facing Jeremy Payet. Walid and Achille, you stay behind, please, look, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, if I can introduce our show promoter, Mr. Eric Kanako, to the ring, please.
Ok, bonsoir à tous, merci d'être venus si nombreux ce soir. Donc ce soir c'est le Muay Thai Grand Prix, ce sera une première en France et mondiale. Nous passons en direct sur l'UFC Fight Pass. Et ceci grâce à tous ces combattants espoirs qu'on découvre ici et toute cette organisation qui se dévoue à 400% pour faire de cette organisation une organisation mondiale. Donc merci à vous, merci aux combattants, merci au public qui ont répondu présents et qui ont répondu nombreux. Et je vous souhaite de passer une bonne soirée. Merci.
Maximum de bruit pour Eric Kanako, organisateur du Muay Thai Grand Prix. Faut le faire, faut le faire. France-Angleterre, on est là.
And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Muay Thai Grand Prix, and it's time to get the action underway. Please welcome firstly to the blue corner, Akil Robinette.
Hello and welcome to Muay Thai Grand Prix 23. You join us live at Paris's legendary Bataclan. And for the first time on UFC Fight Pass, you're about to witness 6 bouts of world-class Muay Thai. MC Peter Lowe whipping the capacity crowd into a frenzy here. It's been a fantastic afternoon of Muay Thai already, but now we're about to get underway with the main card, and we're delighted that you could join us from wherever you are watching in the world. If this is the first time you're watching Muay Thai Grand Prix, well, you're in for an absolute treat. This is Muay Thai Grand Prix 23. It's been slowly building a great reputation, a great following, and some top quality Muay Thai fighters. The second time we've had a main event here at the Bataclan, but the first time it's been broadcast on UFC Fight Pass, and we're delighted that you could join us. Our first bout of the evening, Akil Robinette, fighting out of the blue corner, will be the first man to the ring. Black trunks, black gloves, making his professional debut this evening, and what an arena to do it in as well. Looking forward to announcing himself on the Muay Thai Grand Prix stage. Chance to do it in front of a sold-out crowd here. This is a stunning venue. No surprise that Muay Thai Grand Prix have decided to return to Paris here at the Bataclan for Muay Thai Grand Prix 23, live on UFC Fight Pass.
And please welcome to the red corner, Wally DNA.
Walid Jenane. It's his first pro fight after coming through the ranks in Class A. Those of you who've been following the Muay Thai Grand Prix journey may recognise Walid. Fought in the previous Muay Thai Grand Prix at the O2 in London in July last year. He fought Shane O'Neill on the wrong side of a very close decision. Also fought in the United Kingdom against the well-known Michael Pham as well. Not scared to travel, not scared to make a name for himself. He's looking to do exactly that here in Paris this evening. Here's Walid Jenane entering the ring in the red corner. Yellow Moncong, black trunks, black gloves, yellow trim. Akil Robinette out of the blue corner. White trunks, white gloves.
And this MTGP rules bout will take place in the minus 63.5 kilogram division and will be contested over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, make some noise for Akil Robinette! And opposing him, fighting out of the red corner, make some noise for Walid Jenane!
Here we go then, the opening bout of the evening. Welcome to Muay Thai Grand Prix 23, live from Paris's legendary Bataclan. Walid Jenane against Akil Robinette. Both making their professional debuts this evening. Both have paid their dues in the lower classification ranks. Both looking to make a name for themselves on the grandest of scales. Both making history this evening as well. As the first men to fight live for Muay Thai Grand Prix on UFC Fight Pass. And if you're a fight fan tuning in, watching Muay Thai for the first time, then I've got a feeling that you might enjoy this. All short form fights this evening, 3 3-minute rounds, high intensity, high tempo. And as the fighters seal the ring, this discipline all about respect. But these moments very much the calm before the storm. Wally Genane in the black trunks, black gloves. Akil Robinet in the white trunks, white gloves. Both of these men comfortably made weight at 63.5 kilos, both looking fantastic fighting shape ahead of their bout this evening. Final prayers being said before we get underway here. Muay Thai Grand Prix 23. Wally Genane against Akil Robinet. 3 3-minute rounds. And away we go. MC Peter Lowe calls round 1. Despite the fact there's only 3 rounds, I do expect quite a tentative start here. Expect both of these to build into the fight, but Genane going with the early leg kick there. Perhaps not used to this Bataclan arena, but used to the Muay Thai Grand Prix and the feel of the events. Scared to go in with some of the better known names in the UK division. As I mentioned before, Shane O'Neill, the Irishman, Michael Pham, both got huge reputations the other side of the channel. He gave as good as he got, but it's Robinet lands with a nice left hand there. Approaching the first minute of round number 1. Robinet just looking to physically impose himself on Genane. Slightly out of range with that big left kick. Robinet leads with the elbow. Slight height advantage here for Akil Robinet. Crowd enjoying that high elbow in the clinch from Akil Robinet. Halfway through round 1. Again, Genane just a little bit out of range with those kicks, and Robinet, it's a lovely left kick to the rib cage, and that's the first sweep of the evening. The crowd loved that. First chance we've had to hear that Bataclan roar. Genane just out of range with that kick. Good foot movement from Robinet to keep himself out of range into the final minute of round 1. Robinet looks very composed. Just short with that elbow. Even though it seems Genane hasn't done a great deal of damage, there is some swelling underneath one of the eyes of Akil Robinet. Lands a nice body shot to the ribs as well. Neither have really let the hands go yet. Final few seconds of round number 1. There goes the bell. And the touch of gloves. Robin gets the 2 thumbs up from his corner men as well. Not surprising. I think he just about edged round number 1. Good defense on the kicks there from Robin. Manages to hook the leg. More physically imposing than Walid Jenane. Saw that sweep there, probably the defining moment of the opening salvo. Interesting setup here at the Bataclan. As you can see there, all of us ringside, but it's set up like a theatre. The ring isn't in the middle of the room like you might expect it to be. More traditional fight night event, but you can get a good glimpse of the crowd there. Packed house here, both in the floor and the balcony.
Round 2.
In fact, I can't see a single seat available as we go into round 2, and that's Jenane attempting the leg sweep there, but Robin standing tall as we enter round 2. Jenane with that kick to the sternum there, just squaring Robin up for a second. Probably the first moment of real dominance the Algerians had. Oh, Robin with the lovely counter shots. Now Jenane looking a little stronger in these clinches, but now Robin backs him up into the corner. This will be a count. I think on the way down, might have caught a knee to the head then, which is the reason he dropped and stayed down. Happy to continue to fight though, but Akil Robin smells blood. Composure really important here for both parties. Robin throws his opponent to the ground once again, picks him off. A couple of straight shots as well. And that elbow. Jenane seems to have recovered from that count. Referee reminding Walid Jenane to just keep his kicks up. One of those push kicks to a region just below the waistband. Oh, Jenane's really in trouble here. Once again, Robin just pounced on him. Smelt danger. And how much does Jenane really want to continue? That's 2 8 counts in the second round now. Again, Robin not rushing in, landing with a straight right. The referee having a really good look at this. Walid Jenane desperately trying to get a foothold, not just in this clinch, but in the fight. Final few seconds of round 2. More heavy hands, well defended. There goes the bell, and once again it's a nod of approval from the corner of Akil Robin. Excellent second round. 2 8 counts for Walid Jenane. It's going to be difficult for him from here on in. Yeah, and just these couple of replays show the physical dominance. Oh, and that was the knee that really hurt Walid Jenane. Jenane needs something pretty special
seconds away.
He's going to get his professional debut underway with a win. Professional career underway with a win, should I say. Wally Chenane already in the centre of the ring. He's all smiles. And the crowd really enjoying this performance.
Seconds out.
Wally Chenane will not come out for round 3, and Akil Robinet was looking forward to announcing himself on the Muay Thai Grand Prix stage. That's exactly what he's done. 2 dominant rounds against the brave Algerian. And the camera just cut from him when he was about to floss, which I think saved everybody's embarrassment. But he calls Wally Chenane to get the applause that he deserves from the crowd. It's another brave defeat for this man. Sure, we'll see him back in the Muay Thai GP ring very soon, but it's all about that man there. Akil Robinet takes the victory. So Wally Chenane does not appear for the 3rd round. We go to MC Peter Lowe for the official result.
Show your appreciation for both men, please. And after 2 completed rounds, your referee has accepted the retirement of Walid Deyanane. Therefore, your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Akil Robinet. And show your appreciation for our brave runner-up, Walid Deyanane.
What a start for the evening. Akil Robinet. 6 frantic minutes from him. I say frantic in terms of his work rate, but it was the composure at which he went around about his business that was probably the most impressive thing. Physically dominated Chenane in the opening round. One beautiful sweep.
Now, please all welcome to the blue corner, Ibrahima Kamara!
And then dropped his man twice in the second and didn't come out for the 3rd round. So we move on to bout number 2. Ibrahima Kamara will be the first to the ring. This is a real battle of experience.
Ibrahima Kamara! And please welcome to the red corner, Nicolas Marchin! Nicolas round. This MTGP rules bout will take place in the minus 75 kilogram division and will be contested over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, it's Ibrahima Kamara! And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Nicolas Archie!
What a battle we have for our second bout of the night. Nicolas Bachir against Ibrahima Kamara. Both incredibly experienced. Ibrahima Kamara, 37 years of age. What a pedigree he has. Fought in the Kickboxing World Championships as a youngster. Undefeated as a Muay Thai professional. Over 41 fights as a French boxer as well. Nicolas Bachir, 42 years of age. Fought Jibril Ben Hamid last time out here at Muay Thai Grand Prix Bataclan. That was supposed to be his last fight, but the doctor intervened when he had a shin injury and he wants to end his career on his terms, so this could be the last time we see Nicolas Bachir in the ring this evening. So Bachir in the white trunks, white gloves, Kamara black gloves, black trunks. 3-minute rounds. Oh, lovely early work from Kamara though. Low with the kicks, high with the jab. Slight height advantage for Kamara. Little bit of showmanship as well. Nice shot to the body and good head movement from Bachir as well. Nicolas Bachir has been fighting at the top level since 1996. Originally as a teenager, now 42 years of age. Classic example of the fight game running through someone's blood. Kamara dominant in that early clinch. Approaching the halfway point of round number one. Amazing how relaxed Kamara looks as well. A little kick round the corner from Bachir was almost an open door for Kamara to come in with the hands, and now Bachir moves forward. Elbow landed from Kamara, but not too clean. And again, on the ropes, in those clinches, there's not a lot of work going on, but Kamara physically the more dominant. Into the final minute of round number one. Second bout of the evening here, Muay Thai Grand Prix 23 live on UFC Fight Pass. Well, Ibrahima Kamara, not sure what name you'd like to give it, but that's the traditional dance of somebody who's maybe taken one below the belt. Attempted uppercut there. Oh, lovely work from Kamara. First the uppercut, then the right hook. Bachir would have felt those. Looks to power through the middle as well as Bachir covers up. Just waiting for the bell at the end of round number one. Oh, and the elbow as well. Kamara really imposing himself, and Bachir lands one on the bell. And I don't think anybody in the arena enjoyed that first round as much as these two men.
Nico, tout passe. La droite au corps, il passe.
Nicolas Bachir certainly gave Ibrahima Kamara looking like he did the tidier work there. Protecting an undefeated professional Muay Thai record this evening. And away we go, round 2. Kamara desperate for Bachir to come forward so he can unleash those hands. Almost goads him forward. Does not need a second invitation to throw some leather. There's Kamara. He's landing that elbow as well. Nice work from Bachir that time though, he was first to the jab. Kamara always comes through, looks to make that height and reach advantage pay. He gets in with a jab and then backs Bachir up onto the ropes again. Not having any respect for the fact this is probably Bachir's last fight, age 42. Wild with that right elbow and then just drags Bachir's rib cage onto his knee, does Kamara. We approach the halfway point of round 2. Oh, lovely knee to the rib cage as well. Bachir looks to get some work away in the clinch himself. Saw that head kick coming a mile off as Kamara drops the guard. Piles over the top with that right hook. Into the final minute of round number 2 of the 3 scheduled. Both of these really entertaining fighters to watch. Bachir for how game he is and Kamara for how relaxed he is. I think a sign of Bachir walking forward though is the fact that nothing Kamara's throwing can be hurting him, otherwise he'd be more tentative than he is. Stay busy in the clinch. None of those knees landing from Nicolas Bachir. Will they be enough to catch the judge's eyes? Kamara throwing those heavy hands, but they just bounce off that high guard. Final few seconds of round number 2. Kamara too close for any of that work to be good work. Bachir's actually grown into this fight. The second round's been a lot better for the Frenchman. And once again, there are thousands of people enjoying tonight here in Paris. But nobody smiling as hard at the end of the round as Nicolas Bachir and Ibrahima Kamara. This bout 2 of 6 scheduled this evening. Oh, lovely uppercut coming through there. Couldn't quite sweep the legs. That would have really made the difference in scoring this second round. And then just a little bit too close to land that kick to the rib cage of Nicolas Bachir. But in the corners, both men looking pretty relaxed.
Seconds away.
3 minutes to go, maybe the final 3 minutes of Nicolas Bachir's career. Man who truly loves the fight game, putting on a great show for the crowd here in Bataclan. It was quite emotional last time.
Round 3.
Picked up a shin injury and the doctor wouldn't let him continue. He wanted to, but he took the microphone from Peter Lowe and addressed the crowd. Felt like the last time there, but the last time really is the last time. Bachir doesn't want to leave anything in the ring, but he's kept at bay by that Kamara jab there. Really is quite a height difference between the two. Both in incredible shape, given their respective ages. Oh, lovely work by Bachir. Backs Kamara up onto the ropes, just in front of my commentary position, and gets the nod of approval as well. I'm not entirely sure. I think Bachir might have given Kamara a little kiss there. Real exhibition stuff here. The crowd loving every moment of this. Exchange shots. Perhaps the power just starting to go out of Kamara's work here. Bachir used to plenty of this over 2 decades in the fight game. And maybe the final 90 seconds for Nicholas Bachir. Kamara trying to go over the top of that right hook, just glances off the top of the head. Again, he's the more active in the clinch, Ibrahima Kamara. Not the easiest bout to score this, but I get a feeling we're going to go to the scorecards. Kamara already claiming it. Into the final minute. Somebody a big finish to really catch the judge's eyes. Big elbow there from Kamara. Bachir holding on there just to get a little bit more air in the lungs. Winks at the corner to say he's all right. Kamara. Wonderful showboating, but great sportsmanship at the same time. Final 20 seconds. Oh, nice from Bachir. Counter punching. Forced the pace in the early rounds, but he's done some of his best work when Kamara leaves the door open. And there it is, the final bell. And we go to the judges' scorecards. Ibrahima Kamara likes it. He milks the crowd. Nicolas Bachir goes over to embrace the opposite corner. Great show of respect between two men who've given it everything for 9 minutes. And while we look at the replays inside the ring, lovely moments of embrace and respect between these two men. Nicolas Bachir and Ibrahima Kamara. Over 3 decades at the top level between them. And we go to Peter Lowe, who's got the score.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 completed rounds, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision. All in favor of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, it's Ibrahima Kamara.
Kamara gets the decision, so it's not the fairy tale end for Nicolas Bachir.
For the Warhorse, Nicolas Bachir.
But the Warhorse gets the respect of his opponent and the respect of the crowds here at the Bataclan. Fantastic way to bow out, but look at that. That's what the fight game needs. That's what sport needs. Great characters, great performers, great athletes. And Ibrahima Kamara leaves Muay Thai Grand Prix 23 with the victory.
And now, please welcome to the blue corner, Cherry Montino.
Hey yo, you niggas must be out your fucking mind. Thinking dog can't pull another motherfucking rabbit up the hat. Think I ain't gonna trip up my motherfucking speed, you bitch ass niggas. Fuck that niggas, nigga. That niggas think I'm doing just sitting around doing nothing. Oh my god, you niggas can't be serious. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at. All the niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at. All the niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. Yo, 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 yo. Man, cats don't know what it's gon' be. Fucking with a nigga like
Jeremy Montino! And now please welcome to the red corner, Giannis El-Hayawi! Giannis El-Hayawi! And this MTGP rules bout will take place in the minus 63.5 kilogram division and will be contested over three-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Jeremy Montino! And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, make some noise for Giannis El-Hayawi!
Bout number 3 of the evening. Again, three-minute rounds here at Muay Thai Grand Prix 23, live on UFC Fight Pass. Giannis El-Hayawi. Great to have him back in the ring. His last known contest was way back in May 2016. He's in a slightly higher weight classification. But fantastic to see him back. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he fares on this fantastic stage here at Bataclan. Jeremy Montino in the white trunks, white gloves. Fought out a draw with Ryan Braylon at Muay Thai Grand Prix 13 in Paris last year. Not quite a year ago. Very, very active fighter, Jeremy Montino, all around the world. All levels of opponents. But he's here this evening at Muay Thai Grand Prix Paris. Muay Thai Grand Prix 23. 63.5 kilos. In the 8-ounce gloves, incidentally, Nicholas Bachir and Ibrahima Kamara were in the 10-ounce. Well, a touch of gloves and not much else. El-Hayawi looking to pick up where he left off in 2016. Heavy hands to start with, and again to dominate Montino from the off, and that's exactly what he's doing. Get him up into the ropes. Too close, chest to chest in the clinch, so no work can be done. Giannis El-Hayawi bullying Montino in these opening 30 seconds. Good head movement to miss those white gloved shots as well. So Montino in the white trunks, white gloves. El-Hayawi, black trunks, black gloves. Weathers that early storm and lands a nice right hand of his own. Will be marched back to the ropes again by El-Hayawi. with that straight left. Quite a traditional jab. He's walking into it and hooking the leg of Montero there. Steps out of range as Montero goes with that 1-2. After the opening minute, the pace just coming down a sec. I think El Hajwi just wanted to shake off a bit of that ring rust. Goes in with that flying knee and takes one through the jaw. Some great shots there from Montero, and after a slow start, this will be a count for El Hajwi. He shrugs his shoulders and says he's not too sure why, but that was a solid shot from Jeremy Montero. Montero needed that as well. Now, will this time out of the ring start to catch up with El Hajwi? How will he deal with that nervous energy? It's a man like Montero who's comfortable. Oh, right hand over the top from Montero. That's the thing, you can maintain the technique, you can maintain the ring craft, but after a long time out, nervous energy, the lights, the music, the crowd can have a huge impact on performance. El Hajwi maybe a little bit wild, but a frantic style, very, very entertaining for all the spectators here inside the Bataclan. Well, they nearly dragged in the cameraman then and made it a three-man fight. Final few seconds of round number one. El Hajwi was warned by the referee to face his opponent. That brings us to the end of round one. El Hajwi started frantically, physically dominating Montero, but ended up on the end of an 8 count. For a few solid shots to the jaw. And over in the blue corner, Jeremy Montero will probably be the happier of the two men.
Qu'est-ce qui va pas? Qu'est-ce qui va pas? Qu'est-ce qui va pas? Toi, tais-toi. Qu'est-ce qui va pas? Ouais, mais pour l'instant, j'ai besoin de savoir. T'as touché des points? Hein? On va les coups, quand tu t'as mis un genou, au corps. Évite, attends, ça sert à rien. Évite, protège-le. Ma gueule, reste à distance, on va les prendre, boum, boum, boum. Et quand tu vas plus, on va mettre des kicks sur par rapport à kick direct. Allez, bon. Allez, ma gueule, c'est bon. J'ai dedans, frère. C'est bon.
Seconds out. Round two.
Here we go with round two. Will the start be as frantic as it was in round one? Well, that 8 counts have had more of an impact on El Hajwi as he'd like to admit. Well, not if that early action's anything to go by. Desperate to land that powerful right hand. Montero lands the kick to the rib cage as El Hajwi lands the left, just out of range there. Better movement from El Hajwi. Montero going with a few high kicks early, just out of range. Nicely defended from El Hajwi as well, and just tags Montero with that right hand over the top. El Hajwi very well in the clinch to just turn Montero, get himself in that dominant position. 1 minute of round number 2 gone. A little bit of blood from the left nostril of El Hajwi as well. Not terminal, but a mark nonetheless. Push kick from Montero. Not quite as out of range with that attempt at the head kick either. If one of those lands, then El Hajwi could be in real trouble. And that elbow coming through from Monteiro. Really grown into this bout. Physically stronger, still not quite there with the hands though. Bit out of range. El Hajwi constantly moving target though, really difficult to tag. 1 minute of round 2 to go. Monteiro throws the kitchen sink at his man. El Hajwi, oh, gets tagged there. That was a big one from Monteiro. He was off balance when he took it, but the lights went out for a second. He says he's okay. The count's up to 8. Ref's giving him every chance here, but it's over. He's called it off. And Jeremy Monteiro wins via stoppage. It was high energy stuff from El Hajwi, but all of the telling shots were thrown by that man. It was a brutal straight right that ended it in the end. Let's see some of the final moments. There it was, off the back of the knee. Just tagged him on the way down. He was off balance, already dazed from the knee. Good news for Yanis El Hajwi. He's already up on his feet. He's already talking to his corner, but he was soundly beaten in the end there by Jeremy Monteiro. Plenty of promise there from the man who's been beaten. First time in the ring since 2016, but what about Jeremy Monteiro? More on that after Peter Lowe gives us the official result.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 39 seconds completed of the second round, Yanis El Hajwi has failed to beat the referee's count, and therefore your winner by way of knockout, fighting out of the blue corner, Jeremy Monteiro!
Survived an onslaught in the first minute to show his class, and that's exactly what he's doing there, raising the hand of the beaten man. Great fight, great finish. Jeremy Monteiro announces himself to UFC Fight Pass here at the Bataclan. What a stoppage victory over Yanis El Hajwi.
Rico, bailamos y nos pegamos al piso. So dime entonces qué hacemos, porque me tienes loco, yo obsesionado. Quiero dejarte saber que me dejaste bien loco, bien enganchado.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blue corner, Mamadou Teone!
No more apologizing for being excellent. From now on, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna be dope and not apologize for it. I'm sorry I'm dope, nigga. Wrap your mind around it, embrace it. This is a fact of life. God, I am so good. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck up that money to make it again. I fuck her twice and I make her my friend. Shit, look at these haters, they hating again. I know they don't like it, they taking it in. She let you know I'm a different. She let me be hating on that. You know I'm finna be hating on that, and I'm not taking it back. We get it, we ain't taking it back. Facts, please. I know we ballin' too much, and all of these pretty hoes falling for us. I say, then I keep mommy and call it to us. If I give you my number, don't call me too much. Bring that
And now please welcome to the red corner, Michael Benatar!
Yo, it's Shice-Ball. Yeah, you know I'm a veteran. 10th grade, I was a varsity letterman. Introduced the crack, now we headed to Maryland. Fiends knocking at the door, go ahead, nigga, let 'em in. Yeah, we poppin', cop 4 keys when the cheddar's in. Niggas, I ain't worrying, just shots and they scurrying. Transactions, we hurried up, bastards, we buried up. In the belly of the beast, it's Shice the barbarian. That's us, that bird gang. That's us, that bird gang.
Michael Benatar! And this Muay Thai Grand Prix rules bout to take place in the minus 77 kilogram division and will be contested over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the blue corner. Make some noise for Mamadou And opposing him, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Michael Benatar!
What a fascinating contest this could be. Michael Benatar against Mamadou Traore. Benatar lost to Bilal Sharouf to K1 rules at Muay Thai GP in Paris last time out and was visibly shocked at the decision. He's the French champion at 81 kilos, won that belt in 2016, the French professional champion in 2013. Mamadou Traore, his professional debut this evening, but he was an undefeated amateur. So Benatar, black trunks, white gloves. Traore, white trunks, white gloves. 3 minute rounds in the under 77 kilo category. So Benatar is trimmed down for this. Lost 4 kilos, French champion at 81, remember. But both of these made weight pretty comfortably. Certainly has the size advantage, does Benatar, but will that power carry? With him 4 kilos lighter. Away we go, round number 1. Both tall fighters for the weight. Benatar 6'3". So 192. Seeing that shot there, visibly taller, considerably taller than Mamadou Traore. Traore, long, lean, powerful. Already seen Akil Robinette really announce himself to the Muay Thai Grand Prix crowd today, as did Jeremy Monteiro with that stoppage victory in the previous bout. One of these men do the same. Benatar, much more experience. We expect him to grow into this bout, and that's good work with the hands there, backing Traore up onto the ropes. This is 37th Muay Thai bout. He's got 14 in professional K1 as well. Watch the facials of Mamadou Traore. Every time Benatar comes forward, he gives him a smile, gives him a grin. Really do expect this one to catch fire at some point. 90 seconds into this opening round. And in between attacks, there's quite a lot of posturing here. Traore dumped to the canvas, but he was on his way down off balance. That was nice from Traore. Ducked under the hook and landed one of his own. Didn't land it particularly cleanly, but landed it nonetheless. Benatar busier in the clinch situation, though we expect that with his experience. 45 seconds of round one remaining. Oh, there's action in the clinch. The referee will allow it to continue as soon as it grounds to a halt, which is when Benatar shoves Traore into the corner. Oh, they exchange elbows. Huge support in the room for both of these men. And every time there's a suggestion of something landing, there's another handful of people on their feet as we count down to the bell ending round one. Benatar dominant in those clinches, and judging by the look on Traore's face at the end of round one, I think he knows that. Experience prevailing ever so slightly. Bataclan is bouncing at these two. The atmosphere here, incredible. Some of the highlights from round one. Benatar getting through a lovely left hand there. But Traore covering up. On his feet, relaxed.
Seconds away.
Here we go, round two. Michael Benatar against Mamadou Traore. Muay Thai Grand Prix 23 live from Bataclan.
Round two.
And for the first time on UFC Fight Pass, welcome to wherever you're joining us from around the world. If you're new on the Muay Thai Grand Prix journey, do follow us on social media. Plenty of updates from fight nights around the world. This is 23, 24 will be hot on the heels. We're back in London on the 6th of April at the O2 Arena. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. We've got plenty of action to come here in Paris first. Traore just looks to be a little bit more dominant in the clinch situation, but Benatar much wilier. 31 years of age. One minute of round two gone. Oh, good knee work again by Benatar. Getting the better of these clinch situations. Traore's going to get anything, needs to stay at range, use those levers. Benatar just strangling the life out of him here. Quite a good stoppage ratio has Benatar. 24 professional victories in Muay Thai, 15 of those coming via stoppage. But this bout hasn't been fought at range nearly enough for that to be an issue halfway through round two. Traore having a torrid time on professional debut. Oh, looks to let the hands go. Can't keep it at range for long enough. referees pretty hot on keeping those elbow pads on. Clean elbow could do damage, not just to the face, but the elbow as well. And Benatar just getting those clean knees in. Traoré though, that was nice. Getting that elbow in. Alright, just looking like he's starting to tire as well. 20 seconds in his second round to go. The life strangled out of him. And again, they're going to grapple their way to the belt as it goes to end round number 2. A lot like round number 1. Flashes from Traoré, but Benatar in control here at Bataclan. Counting down, of course, to the main event, Jeremy Payet of France against Jack Kennedy of Great Britain. And before that, Richard Capadonu against Omar Sam. Benatar with the good work. So much time dancing Traoré around the ring, putting him where he wanted him. Mentioned Benatar fought at the Muay Thai Grand Prix, but under K1 rules last time. That bout is available to watch online. The look on his face when he didn't get the decision. One of those, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed kind of looks. Thought he'd done enough to win. Expecting to have his arm raised, but didn't. Third and final round. Michael Benatar and Mamadou Traoré. So Traoré is going to get anything from this bout. Needs to keep it at range like this. Needs to stop Benatar. Oh, lovely movement there from Traoré. That's what the youngster can offer. That's a warning from the referee. As Benatar was out of the ring, but here he comes again. The 31-year-old gets a dominant grip on Traoré. I thought this one might catch fire at some point. It's got 2 minutes to do so. And a big smile from Mamadou Traoré over at his opponent's corner. Benatar again dominating the clinch. Referee pulling on that rope to stop them going into the medics table. Under 90 seconds now remaining. Michael Benatar well on top of this one. Done everything he can to diffuse his opponent's danger. Complete control now. Has anyone got anything left in the tank for the final 45 seconds to do something to put this one beyond the judges? Benatar comes through with the right. Traoré lets some leather go. But he does look tired now. Fatigue setting in, and Benatar landing first, landing hardest into the final 25 seconds. Look at the focus on Benatar. Wraps Traoré up again. Mamadou Traoré As he leant over the rope, then came right close to our commentary position, and you can see how tired he looked. It's been a draining 9 minutes for the debutant. We go to the judges' scorecards. Benatar raises his arms just like he did last time at the Bataclan. Will it be a more positive result this time around? Still 2 bouts to come following this one. If you are enjoying the coverage on UFC Fight Pass, then do let us know. As I said, we'll be back on April the 6th for Muay Thai Grand Prix 24. Live from London's O2 Arena. Hopefully you'll join us for that one. Shows all around the UK, all around Europe and all around the world on Muay Thai Grand Prix. And we'll be covering them all live on UFC Fight Pass.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds of action, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, it's Michael Benatar!
Experience overcomes youth.
And show your appreciation for our runner-up, Mamadou Traoré.
As controlled a performance as I've seen in Muay Thai Grand Prix, knew exactly what he had to do to win and executed the game plan perfectly. Michael Benatar gets the victory here at Bataclan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blue corner, Omar Shah! And please welcome to the red corner, Richard Kapadanu! Richard Kapadanu! And this MTGP rules bout will take place in the minus 70 kilogram division and will be contested over three 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Omar Sam! And opposing him, fighting out of the red corner, it's Richard Kapadanu!
Richard Kapadanu. Real clash of styles bout here. Kapadanu, knockout artist. Omar Sam, stylish, slick fighter. Both making their Muay Thai Grand Prix debuts here at the Bataclan this evening. Omar Sam said before the bout, he's up and coming, he's going up, and he's going as high as possible. But he's going to have to work hard to get around Kapadanu this evening. A couple of really impressive stoppages with kicks for Kapadanu. I'm expecting this one to be very different to the previous bout between Benatar and Traore. Benatar, the victor, just strangling Traore, dominating him in the clinch. Interestingly, all of Kapadanu's victories coming via stoppage, all of his defeats coming via decision. Made his debut back in 2016, so only 6 bouts on the record. Not been particularly active. Chooses the right bouts for him. This is under 70 kilos. Kapadanu in the black trunks, black gloves. Omar Sam. White trunks, white gloves, and gets swept in the first 10 seconds. Is that a sign of things to come? Omar Sam, known for being slick, known for being fast. He's going to need to be as well. He's going to need to stay out of range because Kapadanu goes headhunting. Sam, who looks to let the hands go early. We approach the first minute and Omar Sam finds himself on his backside for the second time in the round. Oh, massive left hand from Sam though. Hooked the leg and came through. How will Kapadanu react to that? Omar Sam throwing that left again. Temporarily lighting the touch paper there, 90 seconds in. Sam, that right hand lead, the left hand coming through. That will make Kapadanu weary this time. The man in black who gets dumped down, Sam follows behind him. This turning into a great contest. Still just over a minute of round 1 to go. Right hand out so we can get his range. Kapadanu giving us his best limbo impression there to stay out of the way. Kick that came through. Well, this has been one of my favourite rounds of the evening so far. Certainly getting into it as well. Again, that left hand from Omar Sam coming through. Kapadanu going backwards. 30 seconds of the round to go. Omar Sam looking to dominate in the clinch. That is exactly what he does. Is that a clash of styles. And at the moment, Omar Sam having the better of this. Not allowed Kapadanu to let the hands or the feet go. Takes us to the end of round number 1, and what a round it was. Muay Thai Grand Prix 23 here at Paris's world-famous Bataclan. That was the start from Kapadanu. Lovely sweep, just 10 seconds in. Sam found his feet, both literally and figuratively, as he left that left hand go. Kapadanu knew he was in a contest. 1 round down, 2 rounds to go here at Bataclan. It's the penultimate fight of the evening, the co-headliner, as we build up to Jeremy Payet versus Jack Kennedy. That man, Omar Sam, knew he was in with a knockout artist this evening. Must be happy how that opening 3 minutes went. And away we go, round 2. Omar Sam, white trunks, white gloves. Richard Kapadanu, black trunks, black gloves. And on the back foot here. Oh, as they exchange, and again it's Omar Sam who wins that physical battle. Just pushing Kapadanu back, not the cleanest of shots, but the force putting Kapadanu off balance. Both a little bit more tentative now, wary of the threat that their opponent causes. Sam throws a flurry of white gloves. Nothing lands, but it stops Kapadanu in his tracks. Sam using the ropes well and coming through with a left hand. Some sweat flying from Kapadanu. He was off balance there, but Sam couldn't catch him. A look at the back of Richard Kapadanu. Some of those kicks from Sam have really marked him up behind the rib cage. Again, they find themselves on the canvas. It's a real contest. Both well matched physically. I think we've ended that round a minute early, but nonetheless, we still have 1 to go. It's a shame to lose a minute of such a fascinating bout. Richard Kapadanu and Omar Sam got 3 minutes to separate themselves. Tough one to score. Again, look how frantic it is, and it's Omar Sam's left hand in the telling shot. And one to the rib cage will have been painful as well.
On est en retard, on est en retard. On est en retard, celui-là, faut bien le gagner. Il faut l'appuyer dur. On y va, mec. On y va, Gash, on y va. Protège-toi. Protège-toi, c'est ça, on y va, protège-toi, on y va.
Final instructions and the final round.
On monte les genoux. En bas, en haut. Touche-moi, on y va.
The third and final round, Richard Kapadanu and Omar Sam. Bit of a discussion here between Kapadanu's corner and the official timekeeper as well about exactly what happened there, but the tape will tell. It's 2 minutes on my watch. Sam busy in that clinch. Kapadanu trying to work the elbow, can't get through. Sam dominant again as it goes to the floor. Nice hands from Kapadanu that time. First we've seen any glimpse of that power he's becoming famous for. Long clinch, exchanging knees in the clinch as well. And Sam's got a great awareness for that moment where Kapadanu's off balance. Goes to the ground, he's inevitably the one in the dominant position. Final 90 seconds of this bout. Calmed down a bit since the frantic first round. Very interesting contest nonetheless. Sam's corner, 2 thumbs up, delighted with their man so far. But needs a big minute to make sure of this one. We get ever closer to the judges' scorecards in the penultimate bout of the evening. Into the final 30 seconds of this one then. Omar Sam just slowing down a little bit. Goes for the outrageous. Gets the warning as a result as well. I think the crowd response told you everything. Kapadanu avoids it. Goes for the leg kick himself. Gets swept and dumped down, and Sam loses his balance and gets his second official warning. About 10-15 seconds. Counting down to the final bell. We're going to go to the judges' scorecards one more time. High energy stuff from these two. Kapadanu claimed it first, but Omar Sam's already up on the ropes. Well, who's he trying to encourage? The scores are already in. Another great contest over 3 rounds here, though, between Richard Kapadanu and Omar Sam. The very first night on UFC Fight Pass is not disappointing. Muay Thai Grand Prix 23 here at the Bataclan. Some real consultations going on over the scorecards as well as we look at some highlights from the third and final round. Sam likes it. He likes those 3 rounds. All of Kapadanu's defeats have come via decision. He's never won via decision. Is tonight the night? Peter Lowe still not in the ring. The tension as well. They're waiting. Here comes Peter Lowe now. He has the decision. He's made them wait. They've both got their arms raised, but only one will have it raised by the referee. We're about to find out who.
And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both these men, please. And at the end of those 3 completed rounds of hard-fought action, your ringside judges have reached a split decision in favor of your winner. Fighting out of the blue corner, it's Omar Sam!
Well, that's the first suspense we've had. It's a split decision. It goes Omar Sam's way.
And
lifts Richard Kapadanu in the air. I'm not entirely sure how the loser will feel about that. But a great bout, the bout of the night so far, and Omar Sam takes the victory on his Muay Thai Grand Prix debut. Richard Kapadanu couldn't use any of those weapons he's become famous for, and that's his third defeat on the cards of his career.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our final fight and main event of the evening! Prepare, ladies and gentlemen, to be entertained! And now, please welcome firstly to the blue corner from England, Jack the Lad Kennedy! And now, please welcome to the red corner from France, Mr. KO, Jeremy Payet! Jeremy Payet! And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our final fight, our main event of the evening. This Muay Thai Grand Prix rules bout will take place in the minus 66 kilogram division and will be contested over three 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes from England. Please welcome Jack the Lad Kennedy! And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner from France, it's Jeremy, Mr. Knockout And over to your referee for his final instructions.
The headline event, France's Jeremy Payet against England's Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy travels over the channel, currently ranked number 3 in the UK. 65 kilo English champ. He's won the ISKA British Championships as well. Jeremy Payet fought John Chatt at Muay Thai Grand Prix Paris in October. He's got a great KO record. Massive reputation as a headline fighter as well. Big K1 influence in his style. Loves the left hook. Jack Kennedy on record as saying the elbow is his favourite weapon in Muay Thai. Both busy men. Jack Kennedy's already got a contest scheduled for March against a top Thai opponent. He was voted second place UK Thai Fighter of the Year last year as well. Loves the sport, lives for these occasions. And he'll be looking to make plenty of friends here in Paris this evening. Jeremy Payet, the home fighter. Rapturous applause, great support as he entered the ring. And on nights like this, for shows like this, great showings from the home fighters. Incredibly important. Here we go, the main event, three-minute rounds. Jack Kennedy, white trunks, white gloves. Jeremy Payet, Mr. KO, black trunks, black gloves. Ready, heavy leg kick from Payet. That'll get the respect of Kennedy. Jeremy Payet. Victories before that, including that TKO against John Chatt here at Muay Thai Grand Prix in Paris. Straight away he's doing the busier work offensively. Kennedy having to defend. Payet lets the right hook go. This one at 66 kilos, slightly heavier than Kennedy's. Done some of his best work. 63.5 when he won the ISKA British Championship. 65 kilos for the English Championship. Already Payet finding his way through. It's a smile on the face of Kennedy. Where's another left hook as he tries to go to the body of Payet. Halfway through the first round already. Oh, lovely left hand there from Payet. That rocked Kennedy. Already marking on the face of the Englishman. Payet tries to get through with the elbow, but that was a telling blow. Kennedy needs to stop the rot here. Not nearly enough attacking from the away fighter, and he with another couple of jabs, and Payet getting through at will here. Kennedy staying within range. Could be brave, could be foolish, but he's on the receiving end here. Bit of frustration boiling over from his corner as well. They don't feel he's listening to instructions. Pull some supporters over again as he gets rocked once more, and the kick coming through this time. Referee keeping a very close eye on this one. Kennedy marks on the forehead. A little bit of blood coming from the nose. He's taken a lot of punishment in this opening round. It comes towards the end, and he's wayward with that right hand. It's a good knee in the clinch, but Payet in full control in these opening 3 minutes. Jeremy Payet, very, very impressive indeed.
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero down, get my baby right now. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bush, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby.
Tu l'as fait très très mal.
Seconds away.
Tiens.
Round number 2, and something has to change for that man, because he's got himself in a bit of Parisian trouble here in the form of Jeremy Payet, who's got through with the hands at will and goes straight to work again early in the second round. This is punishing stuff, and Kennedy out of range with the kick, but just needs to do something to stop Payet, who's relentless. Good shots as well from Payet. Really making a name for himself, looking to make it 2 out of 2 on Muay Thai Grand Prix cards, but 1 with the UFC Fight Pass cameras. And Kennedy landed a good kick to the ribs there. It's about the first telling shot he's landed in the bout altogether. 1 minute of round number 2 gone. A lot of swelling around the right eye of Kennedy now. I think if this was any longer, it might close up altogether as we go through the rounds. He's going to need some aspirin tomorrow, that's for sure. Halfway through round number 2, and finally Kennedy starting to get a foothold in this fight, backing Payet up, dominating the clinch, and finally his corner have something to cheer about as well, as do his travelling fans. Winds up the knee, and at close range Kennedy offering a lot more. He's begging the referee to let him at his opponent. Oh, lovely knee through the middle there, and he's now earning Payet's respect. Just over a minute of round 2 to go. He is a dogged competitor, Jack Kennedy. A little bit short with the elbow there. When he stands there in the pocket and takes punishment, he's in real trouble. But in these situations, Jack Kennedy starting to look like the man who took that English Championship belt at 65 kilos. Oh, nice. Nice sweep there from Kennedy as well. This has been his best minute of the fight. Right eye really starting to close up, on another heavy right hand from Payet. No marking on his face as of yet. Kennedy been unable to break through with any of the glove work. In these situations, it's much more dangerous. Trying to work that elbow, but Payet wraps him up. A few seconds of round 2 remaining. A much better round for Kennedy, but Payet heavy-handed on the belt. Jack Kennedy basking in the punishment as we close in on the final round of the evening. A fascinating card.
Hey, I work hard every motherfucking day. I work hard every day. Yeah. But today is my day. It's my day. And no matter what they say, it's my day. La 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 la. Yeah. Roll up to the spot, feeling real good. Think you gon' talk shit, you better not. My homies real hood. They say logic, why you do that? I don't know. Yeah, it used to be like.
Final round of the fight, final round of the evening, and 2 fighters with incredibly different game plans. Jeremy Payet, if he can stay in the pocket, then he can jab Jack Kennedy into submission. But if Kennedy can keep him close, keep him in the clinch, then he might have half a chance. Well, as I said, Kennedy has already got a bout in the diary for March, but with all this bruising, all this marking on his face, he'll do incredibly well to get fit in time as Payet gets through with another big right hand. using that push kick to keep Kennedy away. And now when he gets in the clinch, Muay doing everything he can to stay out of that clinch. He knows that's where Kennedy's strength lies. Oh, lovely sweep from Muay. Then with the jab as well. Brave stuff from Kennedy, but he keeps walking into shots. He's eaten so much leather in the 7 minutes of the bout so far. 2 minutes to go. Walks down. Tries to pull that head of Payet. Not exactly where he wants him. Good work in the clinch from Kennedy. While he stays busy, the referee will let him fight. 90 seconds to go. Well, at the end of the first round, I wasn't sure if Kennedy was going to make it to hear the final bell. But this has been brave stuff from the Englishman. Jeremy Payet. They're starting to look a little bit tired in these clinch situations, and it's no surprise. Punishing work. Tiring work, and a good elbow as well from Kennedy. Then the knees come in as well. Can see the reddening around the rib cage of Jeremy Payet. Look at the reaction from Kennedy's corner as well. Now needs to get there again because Payet throw the hands. 40 seconds to go. And this bout has turned on its head. Jeremy Payet looking every inch. The stand-up fighter rocks him again. What a huge shot. How's Kennedy stayed up there? Goodness me, he's taken some punishment. You'll see in his face at the end, because we're almost inevitably going to the scorecards. Both eyes starting to close, but still he's leaning on the referee. He wants to get back to it. Muay Thai, this one's so difficult to score. And that's the final bell. What about? Kennedy thinks he's done enough, and maybe he's right. Well, that was the headline bout for a reason. France's Jeremy Payet, England's Jack Kennedy. And that is what Muay Thai is all about. Clashes of styles. Styles make fights no matter what the discipline. See Payet there, letting the hands go. Every time he threw, pushed Jack Kennedy back, snapped his head back with the left, with the right. That lovely sweep kick in the third as well. But in these clinch situations, very often, it was Jack Kennedy who did the busier work. Which way will this one go? Huge respect between two men. Put on a marvellous Muay Thai show here at the Bataclan. Peter Lowe has the final result.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 superb rounds of action, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision. All in favour of your winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
Jack Kennedy's got the victory. And that has to go down as one of the best victories of his career.
A very brave runner-up, the excellent Jeremy Payet.
Jeremy Payet, the home fighter. Dominant 3 minutes. Boxed Jack Kennedy all over the ring. As I said before, he's going to need some aspirin tomorrow, and he's going to need some ice on those eyes. He might even need a guide dog home when they start to close up. But Jack Kennedy travels to France and gets the victory. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a word with him later. Jack Kennedy takes the win here over Jeremy Payet. You'll never guess who's joined me ringside. Peter Lowe, back here in Paris at the Bataclan. You've been here before. These are pretty special occasions. From the moment the doors opened, I mean, we've seen the headline bouts this evening, but we had a whole card before that. It's been a full house the whole time. These guys love their Muay Thai.
The French know the kickboxing, their fight sports, their Muay Thai. They love it. They always come out. They come out in big numbers and they support their fighters. They're an educated crowd, and they come here to watch the whole show, not just one fighter and then go home. They will hang around. They will see everything.
Well, that was nice, wasn't it? Because it was obvious that some fighters had sold a lot of tickets. They brought a lot of support, but there was a huge amount of respect this evening inside the ring, outside the ring, as it should be.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. This isn't, these aren't fights to the death. These aren't grudge matches. It's a sport. These guys are seasoned athletes. And yeah, sportsmanship is what you want to see at the end of the day, especially in fights like that. We've just seen Jeremy Payet and Jack Kennedy taking lumps out of each other, and then they're giving each other a big hug at the end of it. It's great to see.
Well, there are a lot of people who will be watching Muay Thai for the first time on UFC Fight Pass. A very warm welcome if you're joining us for the first time. And they might have watched that bout this evening and seen Payet take lumps out of Kennedy in that first round. And then when it goes to the scorecards, they may think, well, Payet had done enough. But in terms of a masterclass in how to clinch, how to stay busy, that was a huge win for Kennedy.
Yeah, and the scoring system as well. It was where Jack wanted to be. He knew that was going to be part of his game plan coming in. The middle ground as you approached Payet was going to be a dangerous place to be, getting caught with the powerful hands of Jeremy Payet.
And he did get caught.
But he knew that once he was in the clinch, that was where he'd do his best work, and that was what it proved to be.
Well, let's have a look at the start of the card. Then actually it was the second bout, talking about the values of the sport. We had Nicholas Bashir and Ibrahim Kamara, both guys, you say the old war horse. We've got Bashir who's in his 40s, Kamara late 30s. I mentioned it during commentary. Everyone in this arena loved that bout, but nobody loved it more than the two guys in the ring.
Yeah, veterans of the game. Bashir, I believe he was trying to retire.
Yeah.
The man can't keep away, loves the game, loves the sport, keeps coming back. Will he be back for more? I think so. Wouldn't count him out.
No, absolutely. I suppose when you're still in the shape he's in, when you're still enjoying it, you can still fight on cards like this, occasions like this.
And he was in it the whole way. Both veterans giving value for money and showing what the sport's all about, as you say, Davey.
And it was a welcome back to the ring as well for El Hajjul. He got stopped by Montero, but he showed enough early on to think that it might not be 3 years until we see him in the ring again.
Yeah, he's one to look out for, Jeremy Montero. I'd like to see him again. Giannis, he was at 6s and 7s, wasn't he? He never quite got into it. I know he complained a little bit about low blows and such, but for me it was the right decision. He didn't beat the count. He was knocked down with a legitimate shot. It was his own fault, really. He needed to get up and beat that count.
Well, the referee gave him every opportunity to. But before we start talking about Muay Thai GP as a whole, just one more word on that headline event. 3 3-minute rounds. When I'm enjoying fights that much, I want them to go on and on.
Yeah, you'd like to see it over 5, wouldn't you? Would that be a different story? It'd be very interesting. I'd like to see it again. I'd pay to see either man, to be fair. We know a lot about Jack Kennedy on the UK scene. Jeremy maybe might not be known outside of France quite so well. He's been in some big fights, but again, a man that's always dangerous. Never write Jeremy off. I'd like to see him again. I think he's the kind of guy that would never be in a bad fight as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of Muay Thai GP. We're live on UFC Fight Pass now. I'll be bringing you 12 shows this year. You follow Muay Thai GP all around the place. We're back in London on the 6th of April. That's a date for your diaries. But all of the Road 2 shows as well. You see a lot of fighters make their way up and then end up in headline bouts, as we've seen Payet and Jack Kennedy there. It's becoming a real sort of force majeure in terms of Muay Thai, is the Muay Thai GP.
Yeah, for my money, it's one of the best Muay Thai shows in the world. Always put on good fights. Everyone's well matched. And we see it time and again. Quality fighters in quality matches.
Well, Peter Lowe, we're going to carry on this conversation long into the night. But thank you for joining us this evening live on UFC Fight Pass. It's been a pleasure to bring you Muay Thai GP live from the Bataclan. As I mentioned, 6th of April is the next one. But make sure that you follow Muay Thai Grand Prix on all of the social media outlets as well. Great fighters, great journeys, and great fight nights. From all of us here in Paris, we look forward to you joining us again soon. But until then, goodbye.
Yo, with me, make we roll some weed. Man, charge, nigga, now I must